Hello everybody, Palm Springs Cindy, and I just sat down up to my counter and I'm going to give myself a little manicure. I am using this type of nail polish remover. It's that sponge that you dip your fingers into. And then I also some fresh nail polish remover, and then I poured this into the sponge. I didn't pour much of it, but enough that I was able to fill this up again. And I am going to start, I need to just file my nails. I'm trying not to go to the nail salon anymore. Now I will go for a pedicure, but I think number one, they're too expensive. I think now they're up to like $60, $65 to do a fill. And it's total torture treatment because they get that drill out, and I need to tell you, and they're not light-handed. I mean, they're pretty heavy-handed, and it hurts. They get that drill in there, and it burns, and it scares me. It's too scary for me. And then to have to pay to be tortured, there's something wrong with that. So anyway, I'm trying to do my own nails now. They are super short, and the problem is I could probably polish them every single day because they just start peeling at the top, and then of course it peels off the polish as well. But I try to keep my polish really light so that you can't really tell right away. But I'm not. Anyway, I almost gave in and went to get my nails done today. And I also need a pedicure, so I thought, which I hate to do both in one day because it takes so long. So a friend ended up coming over, and I'm going to be dog sitting her dog this coming Saturday and Sunday. So she came over and we introduced the dogs, and luckily her dog is so precious. Her name's Shiloh. She's a Pomeranian, and she's only about 9 months old, but she is fully grown. She's just adorable. White, fluffy. And the owner said she might end up showing her dog, that she used to show Shih Tzus. And so she's kind of waiting. She hasn't decided yet. So at any rate, she's just adorable. And because she's young, she's playful, and Poppy loves to play. So they did get along. They hit it off. And Shiloh, I kept Poppy in the bedroom for a while. And then Shiloh just walked around the house, and walked around the perimeter, smelled the floors, found the water right away, which was good. And then I let Poppy out, and so anyway, it worked out really well. So I'm excited to have her. Maybe I'll do a video and you guys can see her because she's really pretty and nice, a good little girl. So, okay, I don't have a heck of a lot to share with you guys, but let's see. Okay, my nail salon situation, and I'm going to do a little double duty. It acts as a base and as a top coat, Sally Hansen. I did the other day, I went to the beauty salon and I got more blonde highlights put in. My roots colored, blonde highlights, and then she trimmed my hair, shaped it a little bit. I washed my hair a little bit ago, blew it dry, styled it. Within no time at all, my hair was one giant fuzzball. So I was like, oh my gosh, look at my hair is like one fuzzball. So I just went back, I took out my extensions, and I put, as you can see, this is what I did with my hair, which is just fine. As long as it's off my face, I can survive. I will survive. I will survive. You guys, speaking of surviving, Phil Donahue. I'm devastated that Phil Donahue passed away. Now, he was 88, but 88, I mean, it's not young, but he could have lived longer. My mom's glasses. So I was devastated when I heard the news. But of course, I Googled this because it said died from a long illness, and they did not disclose what the illness was. So I Googled, and I noticed that when Barack Obama was president, Obama had brought him to the White House to receive some type of an American, I'm going like this because of medal, he put the medal around his neck. And at that time, Phil Donahue was in a wheelchair and looked kind of frail, lost weight. And so, and that was a while ago. So anyway, evidently his death was not unexpected, but it was unexpected for me. Now, I go way back with Phil. Because when I left my house, when I moved out of my house to go away to college, I was a transfer junior, so I was like 20 years old, and maybe 19, something like that. And so I lived in the dorm. I did not have a roommate. My roommate ended up living with her boyfriend and never showed up. So I basically had a double room, but I was the only one in it. And my parents had given me, evidently, I'm not sure why, maybe it was a junior college graduation gift, but they gave me this television. And this was way before televisions got small. So it was like the size of a shoebox, I'll say. Horizontal shoebox. And then the bottom half were the volume and the knobs to tune in different stations, and then a speaker. And then the top half was a rectangle about the size of a cell phone screen, maybe a little bit bigger. And that was the screen, the TV screen. So I took it to San Diego State, and in the morning, I think I didn't have early morning classes. My classes maybe started at 11, like 11 to 3 or whatever. And so in the mornings, I would turn on, he came on at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10. And so I just pick up my little TV, put it on my bed, and that's how I sort of woke up. I woke up listening and watching the Phil Donahue show. And that was when he was in it. That was like in that 1970. And so he was really in his prime. And he was the first one to have the type of talk show format that did questions and answers from the audience, that audience give and take. So, and he always had really great guests, and he was political and he was socially conscious. And so he had a lot of really great people on his show, a lot of great discussion, and I learned a lot, and it was very entertaining. So, eventually through time, Oprah came out, Sally, Jesse Raphael, different people came out with talk shows with the same format of the audience, the host or hostess, and then that give and take of question and answers. So, but anyway, I thought the world of him, and I remember seeing him when Marlo Thomas was on. I spit my mouth. When Marlo was on, and I remember just very kind of explosive topics at that time, but interesting and ones that needed to be in the conversation. So at any rate, I know that he was devout Catholic. He had 5 sons, I think, and one of them passed away. And it's never natural for a child to pass away before the parent. So I'm sure that was very hard on them. Okay, I'm gonna look at this pretty color. I'm gonna put this color on. It's called paparazzi. Duh. Anyway, I felt bad. And evidently Gladys Knight passed away, another icon. And who hasn't danced to Midnight Train in Georgia or Grapevine? I mean, come on. She's just really part of Americana. So those two really were sad. I was sad to hear that. Let's see. I have not I really haven't done much because of the heat. The other day, I see this tree. I bought this tree at Pottery Barn, the tree and the base. the pot. And I have bought probably 4 or 5 trees from Amazon. I get them here, put them up, and they don't look like they did in the picture, so I box them back up and send them back to Amazon. So the last one I bought was a black olive tree. Well, it arrived, I put it up, it was all in one piece. You just took it out of this long box, and then you pulled the limbs down and spread the branches out. And I lived with it for a while, but it didn't look like the picture. And the more I looked at it, the madder I got. So I thought, I'm sending this back. And it was not inexpensive. So I boxed it up, and it's in my car because they had to send me a sticker, an address sticker to put on, a refund sticker. So far, so good. And so anyway, I have to go to Staples, print out the refund sticker label, and then I can take it to the post office, and then it's free return. I thought I could just take it to an Amazon drop-off, because I return a lot of things. I buy, and if it doesn't fit, I take it back. I return it. I just drop it off at our Staples. And so anyway, after reading, it said, no, you have this. I guess if the items are too big, you have to send them back to the person that you bought it from. Now, one of my mistakes, I may be putting too many coats of polish on. So I'm just going to put that one coat on. And I might put a top coat on it. Okay, now see that tree again. I have up lights that I bought from Amazon. They run on batteries. And you really can't tell, but they look nice. They're very appealing when it's darker, like a night. It adds to the ambiance of the house. You can't really tell right now. Let's see. Can a little bit, not much. And I saw those little lights, and I saw some people talking about them. They were just $1, so they really make a difference. I'm trying not to get this in my cuticles, because that's what makes it look so dorky. Okay, and I also got some sisal rugs, a runner rug, and then another one that is the same rug, but for my kitchen. I tried going without rugs, but I like my rugs, and I think it makes the house warmer. So I didn't have them for a while, but I just ordered from Etsy. And I'll show them to you. I have not been up to much. I want to say I have some video to add to this, but I really don't. That's probably why I haven't uploaded. It's so hot, I just can't go out. And I'll be so glad when the heat is gone. It's off the street. Okay, I'm not going to put another coat on. That just saved me about $65. And you guys watched me, so it was more fun with you. It was more fun with you guys. I have not been going out. I have not been dating. And that's fine with me. When I'm ready to date, I will. I'll put myself out there again, I guess. but I'm not interested. And I'm loving my home. And I am trying to work out if I could put a pool in, but I really can't. It just, I could, but it's just cutting things too close, and I would be so uncomfortable. So ixnay that idea. And I thought, maybe one of those spools, but bottom line, I think spools are pretty much just as expensive as pools. Now, my friend Roberta, she's out of town right now, but when she comes back, she wants to put a pool in, and I thought maybe we could get the same contractor and see if we could get any kind of a deal or discount. But we'll see. All right, you guys, I don't want to just ramble, but I think I am. And so I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for joining me while I did my nails. And P.S. I love you guys. Mwah. Until our next conversation. Bye-bye.